So you're curious about 38 and heard about this little magical space called Seaside. It's got a bit of an urban kind of feel to it and close to the beach. Stick around, I'm going to tell you all about it. I'm AJ Baduke with the Emerald Group right here on 30A. If you haven't done so already, go ahead and click that subscribe button and ring the little bell so that you get notified every time we do another video. We're doing videos all the way from Pensacola to Panama City Beach, and we're handling that same area. So if you have any questions or you have a video specifically that you want done, go ahead and hit us up. And if you're interested in the area, purchasing, selling, or just have some general questions, go ahead and send us an email, give us a call, send us a text, send a courier pigeon, friend us on Facebook, stalk us a bit before you send us a message, whatever it is that is your style of reaching out to us. Lots of folks have been reaching out to us already, and we just love it. You guys are awesome, and we're happy to be here sending you all kinds of awesome information about the area. Okay, coming up here on our left is going to be Natchez Street. And this is kind of the start to Seaside, and you can tell because of the grounds, you know, the way they've got the cobblestones. And then something that you're going to notice whenever we turn in here is the white picket fences. Everybody's got one, but no two neighboring fences can look exactly alike. So they just have to be a little bit different. Check these out. And they're so cute too. So y'all remember the Truman show, right? And everybody knows that it was shot in Seaside. If you didn't know that, now you do. And if you haven't seen it, then you can go and watch the movie and you're like, oh my gosh, that's Seaside. Okay. But these houses are super cute, and their little white picket fences are just adorable. It just adds to the whole beach cottage feel, which, you know, if you're coming to the Florida Panhandle, chances are what you're wanting to experience is kind of like a beach cottage, or that kind of beachy feel, that laid backness. This is kind of a luxury beach area, you know, just like Watercolor. You're gonna have a lot of high-end activities as well as some really low-key beachy type activities that you can go do. Now remember, I've told you guys before about parking pretty much anywhere on 30A, and all these neighborhoods are going to be very similar. Parking is going to be very, very limited. So if you're just coming to the area to vacation, try to carpool and everybody just pile into one car and then rent a golf cart while you're here, or an Uber or a Lyft, something like that, because you just don't want to deal with the stress of trying to find a parking spot when you're out here to have a great time, you know? And you can see this is another option, all these bicycles around. That's a great option. You know, it keeps you outside and engaged and doing some physical activity, and they're relatively cheap. Just rent a bicycle. You know, you don't need anything crazy. You're just going to be using it to get from point A to point B for the most part. Okay, this right here is Smoleon Circle, and this will lead us to Seaside Assembly Hall, the Lyceum Lawn, and the Seaside Institute, and also Seaside Neighborhood School. So remember, Seaside was one of those first urban developments in the area where they really wanted everyone to have everything that they needed in a short distance to try and make it as like walker friendly as it could possibly be. So if you're living in one of these houses and going to school right here, and then you've got the food trucks right on the other side, everything that you need is right here. And plus you've got the Timpucci Trail, and then you've got the beaches. So everything that you need to, you know, live, play, learn, all right here in this single development. In this area, we're gonna have a little bit more parking, but it's still not a huge amount, and it's still not a long distance whatsoever to take a bicycle or to just walk back and forth. Now, if you're gonna come do some shopping, then maybe you're gonna want a vehicle or just like a golf cart, so you're not walking around with these like big bags on your arms, you know, all the way back. Especially with the Florida sun, you get a little overheated. Make sure y'all are drinking water. For all you folks that were in the military like I was, you know how important water is. Your drill sergeant or drill instructor, whatever it was per your branch, they will have really pounded it into your skull how important it is to drink water and properly hydrate. If you weren't in the military, you're learning it now. Make sure you hydrate. I'm sure it's, you know, something that all of us have been taught at this point, how important it is to drink water, and good water. Now up here on our left is Focus Lifestyle Boutique Clothing Store, and there's also Ophelia Swimwear right behind it. There's some more boutiques along this path as well as lining Ruskin Place Park, so you can enjoy the outdoors in between shopping. It's just cool. You know, you've got the little shops and then you just walk outside and just walk in between them, so you're still getting that natural air and everything while you're doing your errands or just kind of window shopping. On the right, we're gonna have, from back there, we're gonna have the backside of some other clothing stores as well, and 45 Central Wine and Sushi Bar, which is a local favorite, and then Heavenly's Shortcake and Ice Cream. All these places are just fantastic. And I know it was a little bit hard to see, but back there was also Sundog Books, and that's awesome if you're wanting to read while you're in the area, you're in the mood for a new book. And we just turned left here a second ago, and on the right was the Seaside Post Office, which was considered Seaside Center. Now, coming up ahead of us, we're about to have the Seaside Swim and Tennis Club. Here we are just past this stop sign. I know it's hard to see because we got the trees in the way, which we love the trees, I'm not complaining about it. But there's your Seaside Swim and Tennis Club. And then to the right, up on the corner that's kind of blocked off by some trees as well, is going to be the Seaside Fitness Center. Make sure you're keeping a keen eye on the roads and traffic patterns when you're driving through Seaside. If you're not familiar with the area, there are a couple one-way roads snuck in here, and you might find yourself going the wrong way if you're not careful. Here's one coming up here now. In keeping with the urban development plans, right here on the right, we have the chapel at Seaside, and Forest Street Park is right here on the left. On our left, we have Forest Street Park, and further left, the chapel at Seaside, which we saw while we were traveling west. Now we're heading east on the one-way Forest Drive, and on our right to the south is DeBeachy Park. Okay, on our corner to the left, where these people are walking, that's that Seaside Fitness Center I was trying to point out to y'all earlier. And you've got a little sign here that'll show you that that's where it is. So if you're walking about and you're like, I don't know, it's hidden behind these trees, you can see it. You'll see the sign there as you're walking. It's a lot easier to see when you're walking versus driving. I told y'all how Seaside was where the Truman Show was recorded, and check it out. Here is that Tupelo Street gazebo straight ahead of us, and you can see the circle that goes all the way around it. So if you've watched the movie, if you've watched the movie, you're probably like, oh my gosh, there it is, that's awesome. And of course, can't see it all that well while I'm driving, but you saw it as I was coming up on it. We are now on the east side of the Seaside Swim and Tennis Club, so you can see it there on our left. We're on another one of those one-way streets right now, and actually I've got another treat for you guys. Coming up on our right is going to be a house that we're going to check out. This is going to be 45 Wakulla Lane, and it's this tan building right here on the right. So you see you've got a parking spot here. It's got a garage and some additional parking on the left. You're going to see the interior and the exterior front in just a little bit, actually. You can see these one-way signs. Make sure you're watching those as you're going around. You can see the cars and like the directions that they're pointing and everything that just kind of remind you which way traffic should be going. Also, don't invite a bunch of folks over and not tell the HOA, because they absolutely love to fine people. So keep that in mind. Don't come back here thinking, oh, the parking lot is full, so I'm just going to come back here to this residential area because there are a bunch of vacation rentals anyways and park my car. No, you don't want to do it. You don't want the fine to deal with that. Now, we are on Forest Street, and this is where we start to see a blend happening between Seaside and Seagrove. You'll see Seagrove is partial to unpaved roads, where Seaside has the cobblestone streets. As if there wasn't already enough here in Seaside, but wait, there's more. There's always something going on here, and as you can see, there's always some delicious and totally laid-back food at one of these vintage Airstream food trucks. Also, check out this mural. This is a tribute to Vincent Scully, who is a dramatic and passionate teacher and one of Seaside's early influencers. He passed in 2017, but his memory lives on in this mural and his influence on Seaside's architecture and urban development design. Check out this beautiful beach house on 45 Wakulla Lane in Seaside. This home has 4 bedrooms, three full bathrooms, and 2 half bathrooms. It was built in 2011 and it has over 3,500 square feet. This beauty has been decorated in an elegant Victorian style and sits right across from the large croquet lawn and just a very short walk to the tennis center, the playground, and 2 pools. Within just a couple minutes, you're right there to the Seaside Town Center and beach. like to read, bring your books, because there's a full library just kind of sitting there waiting for your books to go up on the shelves and for you to just come in and start reading and get into your own little world outside of this world. It's just the perfect space. It just reminds me of Beauty and the Beast, like this little, while that one was big, this one's like this fit in a house size library that's just wonderful. This house legit has everything you could possibly be looking for, and no expense was spared during the construction. You can bring your whole family with you because one of the bedrooms comfortably fits four bunk beds, and each one of those has their own flat screen TV and DVD player. If you're interested in purchasing this place, you're in luck because it is for sale. So you can own 45 Wakulla Lane and this incredible experience for $3.2 million. Just give me a call. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please leave us some feedback. Let us know if there was something that you liked about the video, if there was something you didn't like about the video. Every bit of input that you send us helps us to create better content for you. Till next time.